blame Bishop too.
Yeah, put it on the big guy.
When I was asked to do this, I had thought to myself, there are people who have known Joe a lot longer than I have. Because I moved here in 1979 at 14 years old, and Joe was already active, already doing the work that he was doing. And I'm going to tell you, my 14-year-old mind could not process a white man that was involved with African American kids like he was. We already broached that subject, so I'm telling you what my 14-year-old mind could process. And so it took the way he treated my mother to really warm me up to that this dude is for real. I really appreciate him doing what he did. And when I came out of my house, because I live directly across the street from Joe, I came out of my house, man, and I saw your house on your car on fire. They had firebombed your house because you was trying to better this neighborhood.
Yeah.
And I remember your daughter coming up to me saying, Jimmy, I wish he would just leave that work alone.
Yeah.
I wish he would just stop doing what he's doing because it's not worth all this.
Yeah.
And I wondered if you would quit. It just seemed like to me he got more active, you all.
Right.
Got him a new ride. That was burned too. So now I want you to know we really appreciate what you do, and I'm gonna let Bishop say a few words. I didn't want to talk after Bishop, so Bishop Barton.
He could have talked after me. Certainly, this is a great day and a great honor to be here and to be a part of this Garden Homes neighborhood, historic neighborhood. I haven't been here that long. I've only been here for 50 years, and okay, is that a long time? And I just discovered today that Joe is white, so I didn't know.
Go ahead, Bishop.
Okay,
Yes,
all right. But here's my most vivid memory. When I moved here with my children, bought my first house, which I'm still living in. I raised 2 children and a grandson in that house. But when I first came here 50 years ago, the first person that met me and knocked on my door and invited me to the neighborhood was this white fellow. And of course, I was somewhat skeptical, let me say this. But I found out he was genuine and he was real. To have welcomed me to the neighborhood. Welcome to the neighborhood, neighbor. I'm your neighbor, Joe, and anything you need, just let me know. And that's Joe. That's Joe. That's Joe. And I think that whatever we do, the foundation on which all of this is built are people like Joe. And my children, my son, John Jr., played in this park, baseball and Garden Homes, school basketball, and spent time at Joe's house. And that's where he learned to play chess, at your house, and try to teach it to me. Didn't work. I was a little slow. And I was slow because I would ask him, I said, John, so what are all of these? He'd tell me what each piece was. And I said, now, how does it move? He said, you can move it here. And that's the way it moves. So I moved it there and he'd take my piece. But you told me to move it there. You didn't have to move it there. I just told you that's where it could. Okay, so I didn't learn. But Joe, it's been 50 years. And I found out, man, it's good to have you as my brother.
All right.
Bless you.
So what I would like to do in my official capacity now, not as, is present Joe with a resolution from the city council, and we do have the mayor still here, so this is on behalf of the entire city, recognizing your contributions to the Garden Homes neighborhood. But I know that you have been a champion for historic preservation too. And one of the things that we didn't speak about much is about why many of these homes are not torn down in the first place. Because we were on a mission. We were on a mission to tear these down because of the lack of investment. And it was Joe, along with a number of neighbors, because Miss Love was over here too, saying we don't want to destroy the integrity of the historic nature of this neighborhood. And Joe actually came down to my office a number of times pleading this case. And so I am not going to read this, but I do want Cheryl to come up here because we've said so many things about Joe Bova. We do know that Mayor Hone is somebody that he admires. So I wanted to give this on behalf of the city of Milwaukee, a recognition of Joe's contribution to the Garden Hose neighborhood and the city of Milwaukee in general. It's my buddy. And Cheryl.
We also have a special gift for you. Like he said, Mayor Hone is his champion, his hero. So we had a portrait of Mayor Hone created for you with Garden Homes in the background. It was made by the artist Amar Inseroma, who also did our mural. And so this is for you, Joe, and to thank you for all of your work over the years. This is for you. And I shout out, is Daniel Steininger still here? I think he left. His grandson and great-grandson were here today. So we wanted to present this to you.